Democrat has her attempt to slander RFK Jr. blow up in her face. Here's a clip.
Here's a bit more from Democrats trying to censor RFK at a censorship hearing.
Every statement that you just made about me is inaccurate. At one point you say I'm anti-vax, and that's a bad thing. The other moment you point out that all my children are vax. I took flu vaccines for 20 years straight. I have never been anti-vax. These are defamations and malignancies that are used to censor me, to prevent people from listening to the actual things that I'm saying. Trusting the experts is not a function of science. It's not a function of democracy. It's a function of religion and totalitarianism, and it does not make for a healthier population.
I move that we move into executive session because Mr. Kennedy has repeatedly made despicable anti-Semitic and anti-Asian comments.
Is it the custom of this committee to censor viewpoints that we disagree with from witnesses?
Mr. Chairman, I have a motion on the table.
This is an attempt to censor a censorship hearing. The charges in this, and by the way, censorship is antithetical to our party. It was appalling to my father, to my uncle, to FDR, to Harry Truman, to Thomas Jefferson. We have to stop trying to destroy each other, to marginalize, to vilify, to gaslight each other. We have to find that place inside of ourselves of light, of empathy, of compassion.
Man, he's trying. He's trying. You think it's easy to do what he's doing? Again, whether I agree with him or disagree with him, and in my interview, we disagreed on a bunch of stuff, right? We disagree on affirmative action. That was very clear. That's just one example. But you think it's easy to do what he's doing, to get up there and sit with these people under oath, and they lie about you and they try to stop you from speaking at a censorship hearing, as in essence, all you're saying is, can we talk about these things? Can we question these things? Just because pharmaceutical companies say something or the NIH say something, that does not mean it is true. It does not mean it's fact. Can we talk about that? And they're trying to cut him off. They're trying to cut him off. Who are the good guys and who are the bad guys? Again, put aside whoever you're thinking of voting for next time around. Put aside whether you usually vote Republican or you usually vote Democrat. Like, there is something else brewing right now, and I don't know exactly what we do with it, but if we can piece this thing together, it can become something really, really important and powerful that will transcend politics.
Exactly. We need to get rid of the two-party system, or at least move away from just being so, I'm a Republican, I'm a Democrat. But it's interesting because, I mean, is anyone on the right now gonna go and shift back to being a Democrat? I highly doubt it. I'd love to see a third party rise. I saw a poll recently that said half of Americans are open to a third party. I love the where the Libertarian Party's going right now. The Mises Caucus and stuff. You know, maybe that could turn around. Yeah, if we can get the right, like the Republicans and a Libertarian Party, to move it back to the right, maybe the Democrats can come back around. It's interesting because, like, RFK, he's like a classical Democrat, which I disagree with a lot of what they say, but at least they don't want to censor. At least we can talk about it, you know? So, yeah, and the irony of them censoring during a censorship hearing. Do they not understand this? They just look so bad. Hey, I know we're accused of censoring all this stuff on Twitter and on YouTube, but okay, we're going to prove their point for them by censoring during a censorship hearing because of racism and, like, anti-vaxxing. It's like, even if the guy is anti-vax, which it doesn't sound like he is, but even if he was, you can't hear about it? It's so weird about the left nowadays. And they call everyone else anti-science, right? You're anti-science if you don't believe this and this. You can't even talk. Science is meant to be disproven. You know, you go and you have to replicate it. And if you can't replicate it, it's disproven. But no. They don't even want you to do that anymore. They find a result like the vax or like climate change or whatever. And they're like, no, this is fact. It's like, well, I found evidence. No. Shut up. We can't hear it. You're anti-science. Like, no, that's anti-science. This just came about, in the last 50 to 100 years? Before that, this stuff never happened. You didn't have, like, medical professionals shutting other people out just because they had a theory and some evidence. No, they go and replicate it and they debate it. It's so interesting. Ever since, like, the Marxists and stuff started gaining control, this is what's been going on. Anyone that goes against the mainstream narrative, nope, you're out. It's interesting. This is what this country's become. It's just insane. The country was founded on pretty much nonstop debate. The states didn't even want to unify into the United States of America. They had to debate like crazy over the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, or even the Declaration of Independence. Now you can't debate anything. Or you get shut out and you say, oh no, you're on the wrong side of history and all of that kind of nonsense. And Trump winning just made all this worse. Like I said, this has been going on for a really, really long time. And like the institutions, scientific institutions, and it's slowly gotten worse with politics. But Trump really was the catalyst that really just made everyone go insane. It's like now if it's not the 100% mainstream narrative, you can't say anything. But, I think this is going to just start backfiring on people in the long run. And it's going to make the general populace even more outside of the mainstream. And I think that's good. Even if some of this stuff is wrong, let's talk about it and let's actually be able to prove it one way or the other and to be able to discuss it. Not just, okay, this is what the establishment says, this is what we're going to do. No. We discuss it no matter what. And I think this is just, like I said, just going to go push it the other way. People are going to think, hey, they censored this and it ended up being true, so everything must be true. And I just think that's where we're headed, and the mainstream media, the establishment, and the left, they have themselves to blame. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe for daily news updates, smash that like button, share this video with your friends, and share your thoughts on the story in the comments below. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.